And we are back, y'all. We back. We back again with another man. It was another hot week. Another hot week of these NFL games, man. I'm pretty sure some of us are gonna be mad. Some of us are gonna be happy. But I am your host. Let's talk with JVJ. But tonight I'll be J Talk Sports. Man, we back for another one, man. We gotta go around the room real quick, like introduce all the gentlemen on the panel. We're gonna start off with my boy Wally, man. Look, he got the best emoji of all of us. I don't have one, so I'm a little jealous, but we ain't gonna talk about that right now. Wally, man, go and say what's up to the folks, man.
What's going on, everybody? What's going on? What do? And salute to everybody on the panel.
Shout out, do it up. Next up, we're gonna save you for last, Rob. We're gonna go to my boy, Mr. Touchdown Ravens, aka Voice of Reason, aka Death Note. Sir, how you doing tonight?
I slightly disagree. But yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. No, it's a pretty good night so far. I know my picks weren't as pretty as my first couple of weeks, but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is.
It is what it is, y'all. And that's the beauty of this sports show, man. Because some weeks we be on and some weeks we be off. But look, man, we got somebody over here that wants everybody to see Ford Field, the Detroit Lions. It is your boy Rob from multiple channels. Rob, go ahead and say hey to the people.
I didn't mean to do that. My bad. Yeah, it's your boy Rob. You know what I'm saying? Catch me on Sports Talk with Rob. You know what I'm saying? Motivation of Heart. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Instagram, thankful_Robert. You know, over 13,000 followers right now. So, yeah, catch me at those platforms.
That man say he out here getting it.
Yeah.
And y'all better tune in. Now, look, y'all. It was a very interesting week. It's a very interesting week. And Rob, you know you're going to get the lead off because you led off last week. So let's just go ahead and jump into it, y'all. We got to get through them and we got to get to them. So let's put it up on the board, y'all. First game that we had last week, we had the Lions versus the Giants, y'all. The Lions versus the Giants. And let's just go down the list. Yeah, oh, my bad. Green Bay. They just like the Giants. They lost too. We ain't gonna talk about that. Well, we will talk about that in a minute, y'all. But look, we had the Lions. Let's see who picked the Lions. Rob picked the Lions. Obviously Rob picked the Lions. He's gonna pick them every week. Wally picked the Lions. Defno picked the Lions. Matter of fact, everybody on the panel picked the Lions, y'all. So we all get a point for that one. But Rob, from this game right here, because it actually was a lot closer than I thought it would be. What were your thoughts on that game?
Well, we actually kind of like blew them out in like the first half, but Packers made some adjustments. Jordan Love, threw for like 50 yards, maybe I think the first half. Then he ended the game with like 250, something like that. But hey, our guys play good. Offensively, we're getting better. We getting J-Mo back this week. Shout out to J-Mo. Defense, man, looking great. Yeah, man, good division win at Green Bay. Everybody in Detroit showed out in Green Bay. You know what I'm saying? So, good win for us, man. Good win.
So you're going to take that one to the bank, man. Take that one to the bank. Anybody else got any thoughts on that game real quick, like before we keep moving? Table is open.
Nah, good.
All right, man. Look, I think we all expected that. Let's keep on grinding, man. Let's see what we had next, man. We had the Falcons versus the Jaguars. Now, Wally, you picked the Falcons. Death Note, you picked the Falcons. Rob, I didn't have your pick on this one.
I thought I picked the Giants.
I know you sent them to me, but don't worry about it right now. I didn't write them down. I got them in my phone. I ain't got my phone right now.
Okay.
Check the text message sent to me. But here you go. Death Note, Wally had the Falcons. I had the Jags. I had the Jags. I think it was a good week for me. I ain't gonna lie. But
and
I ain't gonna talk about everybody else that ain't here.
I picked the Jags.
You picked the Jags too?
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna put you on the list. Somebody that got it right. All right, Wally, give me your thoughts on this one. And Dev, no, I want you to give me your thoughts on this one too, man, because this is an interesting game.
Nothing much. Pretty much the only reason why I thought the Falcons would probably win because at this point, Trevor Lawrence, he was just on the setback of just taking L's that he should have had at those early points. So other than that, that's the only main reason I picked him.
I ain't gonna hold you, man. He was looking real shaky, Wally. So I will give you that. What about you, Dev? No, what's your thoughts on that one?
I mean, honestly, I was just expecting the Falcons defense to show up a little bit, you know what I'm saying, and actually do their thing. From what I seen, they didn't really. So it is what it is. Turnovers was a big factor in this game, and I think that the Falcons did what the Falcons did. They just did it a lot sooner. Normally, the Falcons, they give up, and they just gave up a lot sooner than I expected them to.
So they gave up a lot sooner.
Yeah, the Falcons ain't never gonna get a Super Bowl. I mean, they choke every time.
I ain't even gonna get mad at you, y'all. And the sad part, this was not one of the ones that we had on the list that were gonna be like one of the exciting games that we were looking forward to. But it was one of the games that we had to pick from. And Jags pulled it out. I say congrats to the Jags. They I guess they can call that getting back on track because right now they ain't been looking good all season long. But let's keep it moving. Next up, this was the big game of the week, y'all. This was one of the big games right here, man. I ain't gonna lie, Wally. You want to talk about this one, or should I just not let you talk about it? You let me know ahead of time before I say who picked what. Because I don't even think we need to say anything. We all picked the Dolphins.
Look, man, I thought the Dolphins were gonna come in here and put on a show. I mean, do I expect the game to be close? Yeah, I did expect the game to be close. I did expect the boys off the Bills. I expect them to do something, off. And he didn't. He played up to par. First half, he was playing up to par. So hey, it's just that role. It's just that that bad luck of the role at this point with them. So it's like, hey, look, they faced their first loss, and at the end of the day, the Dolphins, they saw what happened, so they can be able to revamp, relook at this, and then be like, okay, what can we work on so this never happens again? That's the best I can say on that.
All right, Dev, no, give me your thoughts. I'm gonna let everybody hit this one. I'm gonna let everybody touch this one real quick.
Man, I think that they came in off of that 70-point win, and it was just too much, man. I think they were too comfortable. Josh Allen hasn't been playing, as well as he should be, or people expect him to play. And they came in off this 70-point win. I think it's one of those things where cockiness kind of got the best of them. They still put in some work as far as yards and all that good stuff, but a lot of the play variation that they normally go to, you didn't see as much of that as you normally would. And then, it's just that offensive line, man, them allowing, allowing that access to Tua. I mean, it is what it is.
All right, Rob, I know he ain't talking for a second, man. Give me your thoughts on this one right here. And who did you have?
So I had the Dolphins.
All right, so Rob add to the list. Y'all got that one wrong.
So look, the Bills defense put a lot of pressure on Tua, and they're very uncomfortable for him. I think Tyreek Hill had under 100 yards. So DBs, they did their thing. They had a few major injuries though with the Bills during that game, but I feel like we'll definitely see these teams in the playoffs. I think they in the same division, right?
They had a playoff matchup last year.
Yeah, they did, but they in the same division, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's gonna be tough between. I think Miami's still gonna win that division, but I mean you can't sleep on the Bills, And
I forgot how the NFL works. I don't know if they're in the same division. I know they're in the same conference division.
AFC East.
They're in the same division.
They're in the
same division. All right, my bad.
Right, so, yeah, man, that's gonna be tough. That's gonna be tough, but and I agree with Defno. Josh Allen ain't really been playing like we used to see him playing, but. Yeah, it was a great game.
He stepped it up in that game. The Bills surprised me. They really did surprise me in that one. I was sitting back like, man, I'm good on all these games except this one. Man, I was like, damn, this one was bad. But hey, guess what? We keep buying into the Miami hype every year. So this might be a warning for all of us, or it might just be one of those games. So we're gonna see how everybody figures this one out.
Let me
Next,
ask you. Let me
what's
ask
up?
you a question though.
Hit me with it.
Cause somebody was telling me, it was like, man, the Bills looking good. No, Bills are nice. I'm like, okay, they've been nice in the regular season. Now is at the point now I got to see some in the playoffs to really believe in them now. If they don't do nothing this year, do you see this team eventually breaking up? Do you see this going somewhere else? I mean, Von Miller's still on the team. He coming back from injury soon. But you see this team, is this their last chance to do something?
I don't see him breaking up because like Stephon Diggs came there. He was already on another team. So now he under contract for a while. Von Miller, I wasn't really that hyped on the Von Miller trade. I believe he's a good player and I believe he can be a game changer, but he's not gonna be there at every game. It really comes down to Josh Allen. But he's under contract too now. They got him under the big contract. So they're going to be together for a while. It's really going to matter about, in my opinion, about the pieces that nobody ever talks about. Like the line and the defense. I think that's what's going to be the deciding factor for that team. Like if Josh Allen steps up, Stephon Diggs is going to do what he do. He going to do what he do. But I don't know if they don't win it this year that it's over for them. I think they're always going to be in contention as long as they have Josh Allen on that team and Stephon Diggs there.
Stephon Diggs isn't going anywhere. Josh Allen isn't going anywhere because teams right now are building their teams around quarterbacks and wide receivers. And then outside of that, because you can kind of see the same thing with the Vikings. Everything is Jefferson. Teams are building their teams around wide receivers and quarterbacks. If you put it in their hands, the amount of yards you get per attempt is way better than any running back or anybody else. What I think that they're going to lose going out of this year is going to be some key defensive players, and that's what's really going to mess them up in the years to come. But offensively, I don't think they're going to lose a whole lot.
He definitely said that a whole lot better. Their defense is going to be the big suspect part because they actually do pride themselves on defense, and the offense is supposed to do what it do. But let's keep grinding. What next? What game we had next? What was the next game up? We had the Broncos versus the Bears. And y'all, I literally thought I had this one, y'all. I actually called somebody. I called Ro. He ain't here right now, but I called Ro. I was like, man, he picked shaking out good. And they F this game up. If anybody watched that game, or at least the last like 5 minutes of it, y'all will see what I'm talking about. But the Broncos pulled that one out 31-28. And on this panel, Wally got it right. Defno got it right. Rob, who did you have?
I got the Broncos.
Yeah, the Broncos. So Rob, get that one too.
I don't know.
I got that one wrong, y'all. I picked the Bears, and the Bears.
I never picked the Bears.
The Bears had, man, that boy was playing good. I don't know what they coach doing. I think it's like the week. You remember the week before he said something about the coaches, the coaching that he was getting. And they made him come back and recant that. It was like, it's all on me. It's all on me. I think a lot of that came down to the coaching at the very end. But that's just my opinion. But hell, I want the touchdown Ravens to go ahead and tell me his thoughts. Because, I know he'd be looking into it. And then Wally follow that up.
Hey, man, I'm just going to put it out there. After he tried to call out his coaches and everything, and he kind of went viral in the football realm, not really in a mainstream talks, but he kind of went viral in the fact that people started looking at the game film and saw that the coaches drew plays up perfectly to defeat defenses. He just wasn't looking in the right places. So I think that that kind of stuff got pointed out to him, and honestly, he has the potential to be good. I just think that his QB vision is low. His QB IQ is kind of low. This was a good game. But let's not pretend that like he was playing against, the Bills or the Dolphins or something like that. He wasn't playing against an all-star team. So to put up decent numbers, yeah, he had a great second quarter. But let's remember that he's playing against the Broncos. He wasn't playing against an all-star team. So
But did he play good though?
No, he played decent. I mean, minus the interception and the fumble, but I mean, he played decent. I mean, like literally he was finding his targets. He was looking in the right direction. His checkdowns were, looking the way that they were supposed to look, as far as taking those options. And Yeah, he looked not night and day different, but he looked different than he did the week prior. I mean, last week it was horrible because he just wasn't looking. It's almost like he was playing with sunglasses on at night. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is.
I mean, he got terrible
night,
mechanics, bro.
You wear them sunglasses at night. But hey, Wally, give me your thoughts. Broncos, Bills.
I thought this was exactly how this was gonna go. To be honest, I thought he was just. To be honest, look, between both of these quarterbacks, I think Russell Wilson was gonna pull this out. I think this was literally gonna be his game to pull it out, and he showed up. So I mean, don't get me wrong. Now I was surprised that Justin Fields did do what he do, but at the same notion, just that last, that fumble, it was just a precursor to the end of the game. Like, of course, yeah, they would have went over to overtime, and that in itself would also, add to the Death Note's claim to, he wasn't really facing a top tier team because you would just kill shot them, and they didn't even do that. So, hey.
Nah, I ain't gonna hold it, man. It was a very interesting game. That one actually had me a little hurt. But let's keep going, man. Next game up, we had definitely ready to talk about this one. We had the Ravens.
I don't get this
first. Oh no, Rob, you get to say something on this one. I'm trying to hit two people per, so we can get through this shit. But we had the Ravens versus the Browns, man. The Ravens came in and stomped on them Browns. They stepped on their doo-doo, 28-3. And let's see who all picked this one. Rob, let me know, who'd you have in this one?
I had the Browns.
Rob don't get no points for that one. I ain't got my phone up, so Rob just let me know. But let's see. Death Note he had the Ravens. Wally picked the Browns.
Deshaun Watson.
Yeah, you picked the Browns, Wally.
Deshaun Watson didn't play.
Yeah, Rob.
No, they pulled him. I think it was 3 hours before the game, 2 hours before the game. They pulled him.
Well, he said he didn't want to play, and they trying to criticize him right now for not wanting to play. I wish Joe Burrow would figure that out. And I'll pick the Ravens. So me and Devno got that one right. But before you go, Devno, I want Rob to go first, and then I'll let you go next. I know that's your squad.
Look, I mean, damn. I thought maybe Deshaun Watson would play. Watson would play. I thought, he had a good game last week, so I thought, hey, he found his mojo back. But I mean, hell, shoot, if he don't play, hell, of course the Ravens gonna win, right? But it's something about the Ravens, man. Like, I don't know about the Ravens, man. I ain't gonna lie, bro. It ain't got really nothing to do with Lamar. It's just, I don't know, man. It's just something ain't right about them.
Just say they iffy, man. Just call it out. They iffy this year.
They just iffy as hell, bro. One minute is the defense. 1 minute is the offense. I don't know. I just don't know with them, man.
They kind of seem like one of those teams as of right now. I don't know which team I'm gonna get. From my opinion, just looking at it, but Devno, he actually is the Ravens man.
Yo, hold on, before you go, Devno, Odell, has he been playing?
No.
Okay.
Break it down for us, Devno.
So, this is another one of those things where, the Ravens looked really good as far as the offseason, what we were going to be coming into, what we were going to be getting. That shit just fell apart. I mean, right now, a lot of the key players that everybody thought were going to be, the lit are out. So Rashad Bateman, again, third season in a row, gone. Odell Beckham Jr., gone. Kyle Hamilton, he got hurt, but he actually came back and played this game and got a pick. But here's my thing, right? My thing is we had 10, 12 injuries total on our depth chart outside of the ones who are already on IR. We got 10 or 12 injuries. Whereas as far as the Browns, they came in with 2, which was Deshaun Watson, which I don't really believe. And I just think that, what I'm saying, at the end of the day, it would have been a closer game if Deshaun Watson was there. Because our defense, yes, we're good. Yes, we schemed them up and everything else. But Yeah, bro. It was pick city. It was pick city for that game. There's not really much that you can do when your offense has to stay on the field and deal with that defense, and especially when you got a young player who isn't really that accurate. So I mean, with this game, I'm just happy that it was a division win. All the games that we lose, I mean, if we're losing conference games, if we're losing games outside of our conference or whatever, I don't care about them as much as long as we don't lose games inside our defense, our division. So right now we haven't lost a single game in our division. We're good.
Hey, and look, y'all still sitting 3-1, so y'all sitting pretty right now. That was an interesting game. I didn't think the score was gonna be that bad, but Sean didn't play. Now, next one up, y'all, because I had some people told me I was just making picks just to make picks. We had the Bengals versus the Titans, y'all. So we're going to go down this list real quick. Like, Wally picked the Bengals. Rob, I'm pretty sure you picked the Bengals, too.
Yeah.
Def Note picked the Bengals.
Oh, no. I picked the Titans.
You picked the Titans?
Yeah. You can even check your phone.
All right, I will check it later. Def Note, that was actually your switch.
Wow.
You had the Titans.
Yes,
But
I know. That's why I said I'm mad about
it.
that.
Yeah, I can understand it. Look, and I'm gonna let you get in on that one. I picked the Titans, so I'm happy about that one. Wally, what were your thoughts on this game? Because the Titans pulled this out 27-3. That was pretty interesting. Is Wally alive? Oh yeah, there you go. My bad.
Yeah. So honestly, as bad as I know that freaking Joe Burrow is freaking injuring with that freaking calf, I would at least think the defense would have held it up a little bit more. And then of course, Ryan Tannehill, he effed it up somewhere along the line with his freaking pick city, throws. And they just hold it up after that. But the surprise factor is they got mollywopped throughout the whole freaking first half, which is embarrassing enough as it is. But this honestly just goes to show you he just need to sit down and re-heal, because you ain't performing the way you're supposed to, bro.
I mean, shit, everybody ain't though.
And look, I'll be honest with y'all. I think Joe, and that's a conversation that we need to have. I think they need to stop putting him out there and let him fully heal.
Yeah.
Anybody disagree with that?
No, we said that last week.
Yeah, we did. I just want to put it on the table for everybody to answer that, because I think they really need to. In honest opinion, they're not finna win the Super Bowl. I believe they have one of the better teams in the league offensively wise, but their defense has always been their weakest link. Y'all not gonna win it this year, especially with putting out y'all star player, y'all best player. Honestly, I think Jamar Chase is better than Joe at his position, but Joe is gonna be the driving force of y'all getting there, because y'all have a confident quarterback, and you putting him out there hurt. And I don't care if he wants to play. Let him heal.
Yeah.
Let him heal.
Especially with that offensive line they got.
That's their biggest problem. Their line, their line, and then their defense. Those are two problems. Fix it. The boy been running for his life since he been in the league, and he can't run right now. So what do you expect them to do?
Yeah.
Every quarterback needs time. They need time, especially if you're running deep routes. The routes need to develop. If they're in his face before the dude even hit his break, his 10-yard break, what can you do? And this is a quarterback that's he's a lame duck right now. I hope they shut him down, but they not going to shut him down, because they're going to fight for the rest of this season. But they need to think about next season, man. You need to get somebody on a cheap contract to help you build your team up, whether it's your line, whether it's your defense, whatever it is. Because your offense, you're good. You're good. You got your quarterback, you got your receiver, and you got multiple receivers. I don't know, but let's keep going, man. Let's keep moving. Let's keep grinding. Next game up, we had the Rams versus the Colts, y'all. It kind of got close towards the end. 29-23. Let's see. Wally, you picked the Rams. He got that right. Rob, who'd you have?
Got the Rams.
Hey, Wally in there. Rob over here got the Rams. He on the board too. Boom. In Def Note, he had the Colts. Oh, shit. and I had the Rams, so I'm gonna take that one too. I'm gonna start with Rob. Thoughts on this game, Rams Colts?
Like you said, when I was looking it up in the first half, it was Rams was up like 21 and zip, some shit like that.
They was working.
Yeah, and then the Colts came back. So you got to salute to the Colts for trying to come back.
Shout out to Richardson. Give him some props.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. So I mean, Stafford, I heard Cooper Kupp is coming this week. So I mean, I felt like he hold it down long enough without his guy. Stafford's playing some good football. Rams, this honestly, I had them as maybe a sleeper team. Not saying they was gonna go back to the Super Bowl or anything, but you think about teams that didn't make the playoffs last year and who will make the playoff this year. I thought the Rams would be one of them teams to find a way to make it to at least the playoffs this year. So, but yeah,
I ain't gonna hold you on it, man. It was interesting. Hey, Wally, I gotta get your thoughts, Wally. Wally, what were your thoughts on this Rams Colts game?
Honestly, I mean, I voted for him, so I did see what was going to go down. I mean, like you guys said, good on freaking Richardson for making his comeback. He did a very well, comeback game. This went to overtime, of course. So the only thing I could say on this is, what's his name? Stafford. He didn't close out the way he should have, especially since they had to do so much just to come back into the game. So other than that, as much as I can say about that.
Dev Note, I gonna let you dip your toe in it. Go on, give me thoughts.
Really?
This nigga said dip your toe.
Yeah. Honestly, what really hurt in this game was a lot of the penalties and stuff like that. And then them sacks, man. It was sack season. The defense was actually holding. The Colts didn't wake up until, didn't wake up until later in the game when they was trying to bring it back. But like I say, for many of these teams, planning on a comeback victory is not always a sure thing. So they did their thing toward the end. Defensively, they showed up a lot more in many areas than the Rams. The offense couldn't get going until late. And then, by that time, it was already over. So it is what it is, man. I ain't really got a whole lot on this game. I just think, dang, I had more for the Titans game, man. I was gonna clown Joe Burrow for having a lower passer rating than Derrick Henry, a running back.
Hey, man, he did throw that touchdown, didn't he?
Yeah, bro.
He did what he did. It was actually an interesting game, but Matthew Stafford and them, they still hanging around. Rob, I don't think they're a sleeper, but look, it's 4 games in, and I will say we will make our early because we know I said 3 games and we didn't do it last week, so we're gonna do 4 games in. Super Bowl matchup. What do we think it's gonna be?
When I'm at by sleeper, I'm going about the teams that didn't make the playoffs last year that could possibly make it.
Okay, make the playoffs. Okay, all right, I feel you on that. But we are gonna make our Super Bowl, like early Super Bowl picks when we get halfway through the season. We're gonna lock it in when everybody could either be 8-8. No, not really. That's not halfway. That's
I already got mine for the NFC.
Yeah, I hope you don't say the Lions. Either way, though, let's keep on rocking. Next game up, we had the Buccaneers versus the Saints. Wally, staying true to Florida like he always do. He had the Buccaneers. Rob, who'd you have?
Goddamn,
them Aints.
Yeah, the Saints. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay. He ain't have them. Definitely picked the Saints. And I picked the Bucs. So Wally, me and you got that right. Now, Wally, me and you can make we won't talk about it. We don't let them just calm down for a second. Let them just simmer on that real quick. Like, Wally, give me your thoughts on that game. Baker, man, you saw Baker out there.
Fucking Baker.
I saw him.
Yeah. So, I mean, to be honest, I ain't gonna lie. This is probably like one of the worstest performance Derek Carr has ever performed when it comes to being on the team. He just was off more than anything. Baker, he showed up. Sure, he had 1 pick, but hey, as far as I know, that one pick did not, change anything in course for them overall. So, yeah, I mean, they just pretty much got dominated across the field. Not much more to say.
Yeah, that Buccaneers defense is a sleeper right there. When they talk about some of the better defenses in the league, I think a lot of teams are sleeping on them. Bro, they held them with three field goals through the entire game. Because the Bucs, like, honestly, you really like, man, scored two touchdowns in the second. And you can say whatever you want for the fourth. You can chop it up to whatever you want. Bro, like, their defense shut them down. They didn't shut them down to the point of getting in field goal range, but they shut them down to not getting into that end zone. And that's gonna pay off in the long run. I'm actually not mad that Baker's actually doing what he's doing. I kind of flip-flopped a lot on Baker. I'm actually happy that he's winning games because I think he's actually in a spot now where he can show what he actually can do, where there's not that much expectation on him. Because when he did what he did with the Browns, and they finally made it to the playoffs, people lost their goddamn minds. You know how them Cleveland fans are. They ain't never done one nothing for real in their lifetime. So it I think that put too much pressure on him, and what he did coming out of college kind of gave him a bad rap. But I think he's an okay guy, and I'm happy to see what he's doing right now. Like, no hate. I still wouldn't root for him in no Super Bowl or nothing, but it is what it is. Let's keep moving. We had the Commanders. I'm sorry about this, y'all, bro. I'm going Eagles and the Commanders, man. 31-34. Division matchup. This was a lot closer than I thought it would be, but I really wanted the Eagles to lose this game. But let's go through the list. Rob, I think you picked the Eagles, right?
Yep.
All right, going to add that to the list. Yeah. Wally, you obviously picked the Eagles. Defno, you obviously picked the Eagles. I reluctantly picked the Eagles. We all got it right. But Devno, give me your thoughts on this game right here, because I think this was a lot closer than it should have been.
Yeah, this definitely shouldn't have been as close as it was. Honestly, watching the Eagles, if you watch them play, man, they get bailed out by Swift. Swift and the defense, like, literally, they carrying the team, bro.
Saving their life.
Saving their life, bro.
Listen, that boy in open field, he be getting them catches, bro, and he be making people miss, bro.
Quick question for you, Devin, before you keep going. How the hell is AJ Brown wide open on a go route on the sideline every fucking time? Because he don't look like he running. He look like he jogging every time. I mean, and he not even making the move. He just running straight. And somehow Hurts be back there for like 3-4 seconds, and he just chuck it to the sideline. It's like, how is this nigga wide open?
I mean, it's the same way why many times Travis Kelce be open.
Man, look, hold up, man. Don't be talking about Travis like that, man.
Hey, I'm just being real.
He coming from the middle of the field. This dude on the outside, staying on the outside.
Listen, all I know is that
he's fast now.
Everybody knows that don't look Travis Kelce is a target, and guess what? They never defend him the way that they're supposed to defend him. So, and then when it comes to Brown, man, look, it is what it is. He's got one of those subtle speeds, whatever the case may be, but
he got that Jalen Hurts speed. It don't look like he fast, but he fast.
But honestly, it was the play action that set up a lot of those plays, if you look at it. Because, like I said, Swift was eating it. Pause. In advance. Swift was eating their ass. And
like you say, pause.
he was eating their ass. Yeah,
I got a coworker that eat ass all the time.
Golly, bro. He downing people out. I guess
hey, he ain't on the panel right now, so he ain't gotta hear it.
It's probably that soft dude with the dreads.
Damn. Keep going. Look, matter of fact, I want all of y'all to speak on this game right here. Y'all start a conversation on it. I'll be right.
Wait a minute. I had to look. I got dreads. I don't eat. I eat ass on occasions.
Right. Don't drink it.
We didn't ask all that. We didn't ask for all that.
But definitely you made a great point, because shout out to Swift. You know, I'm glad he's doing good with the Eagles. You know, I knew he was going to do good with the Eagles. But yeah, just like how I said about the Ravens, it's kind of iffy, man. This nigga Jalen Hurts he's iffy as hell, bro. And
he got the number one line in the league.
He's
and
good.
He got the number one line in the league, offensive line in the league, and then he got Swift, who is arguably fucking shifty as hell.
Yeah.
Like this motherfucker's cutting through all defensive lines like butter.
Yeah. And the defense, Jalen Carter. I mean, I've been saying this, bro. He was the best player in the draft. He should have been goddamn number one, either for the Bears or the Panthers.
How about that lineman from Georgia?
Yeah, man. Like I said before, like we're talking about the incident. All right, that's another story. But we just talking football. I don't care about no goddamn combine, pro day, or none of that. The films, the highlights said he's the best player, and Eagles got a goddamn steal. Really, he shouldn't even be a steal. So, yeah.
Yeah, let that be a lesson to a lot of people. What they say about you ain't got to be true. Prove them wrong. Because the boy has been stepping up and doing, like, bro, he was stepping up. And the sad part is that's what you already expected, but all that negative stuff they put on top of his head kind of made people think that he wasn't what he is.
Yeah, man. Oh, he's out of shape. God damn it. Training camp until August. Get in shape then. Like,
the funny thing is he ain't really got to be in shape that much. He just need to be able to go for fucking 5 seconds every 35 seconds.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
and he doing what he did. But the Eagles better be on watch out, man. They better be on watch out because they are not – their record is very, very ambiguous. Because they're 4-0. And honestly, they could be 0-4 right now. In my honest opinion. Well, 1-3. 1-3. Because that one game they wouldn't need no competition. They're not as good as they're not looking like the team that's gonna go back to the Super Bowl, but I will keep that same energy when it gets a little later in this these games. Next game up, we had the Vikings versus the Panthers, y'all. Let's see, Wally, you had the Vikings. Rob, who you had?
I had the Vikings.
All right, he on the board again. Definitely had the Vikings. Smart man. I had the Vikings also. Wally, give me your thoughts on this game right here, Vikings versus the Panthers, man. Like my boy Bryce Young can't get no love because people are already talking about he shouldn't even be a quarterback.
Honestly, it was just one. To be honest, Kirk Cousins, it was the Vikings team. It was their time to win this one. That's all it is. Nothing much of a bad knock on the Panthers ultimately, but at the same notion, because they did get 2 picks out amongst the defense. So at the end of the day, they still put in something. They just couldn't turn it around. They still got a lot of work to be done. Now, granted, I'm not on the whole trip that Bryce Young is probably not quote unquote quarterback-ish, but it's like, hey, look, at the end of the day, he's still putting up decent numbers. It's not like he's far behind. It's just, he just gotta get it. He just gotta get it a little bit more better. That's it.
Just a little bit more better. Devin, no, you had any thoughts on that one?
Yeah, he couldn't get the ball out. He couldn't get the ball out, and the line just seemed to get dominated, bro. Even I mean, they couldn't get the run game going because of it, and the defense always got penetration. This game was going to go bad from the jump until
a lot of sexual things right there.
Wow. Anyways, until the Panthers fixed their offensive line, man. You're gonna see stuff like this. You know what I'm saying, week over week.
And Rob, I'm gonna let you get final thoughts on that one, man, because I don't think there's really a lot to say.
Look, Bryce Young. I still think Bryce Young's a good quarterback. I mean, hell, he's a rookie, so look, it's gonna take him some time. You got to think too, man. I said this before. Normally I won't let height and shit be an issue. We saw a smaller quarterback, but man, I swear he's probably one of the smallest quarterbacks I ever seen in the league. Probably, I'm not sure. But yeah, man, you got to make some adjustments. I think with Alabama, he was so used to being comfortable in the pocket where he do his thing. He had a situation where had to make some out of this with his legs, but it's something that he was going. I think this is something he need to deal with so he can learn from it. But I think the Panthers, like honestly, they winless right now, and I said this on one of my videos yesterday. I mean, the Panthers is not a slouch. I mean, they are really, honestly, they're a good defensive team, better than I thought they was. So, I just think it's gonna take time with Bryce. That's all. I think they'll be fine.
Man, do you realize they ain't won a single game, whether you're talking about the preseason or the regular season? They haven't won a single game, dog. Right now, I think they flopping so they can go ahead and get that draft pick.
Are you trying to get another quarterback?
Yeah.
That was really suck if they did that to Bryce.
Yeah.
I will agree that he needs things around him. He can't, he's not that quarterback that can lift a team up. He's not going to be a Lamar Jackson well, actually, Lamar, I can't even put him in that category because he's always had a decent defense. But without a lax-ass offense, a bad line, he's not going to be an uplifting by himself, especially not as a rookie coming in. Like, you can't. They
don't have a chance to win until week 8, bro. And then after that, week 10, they probably have another chance. Other than that, bro, they're not getting no wins, dog. Because they play the Lions next. Then after the Lions, they play the Dolphins.
Man, don't be making your early picks, man. Don't be making early picks.
I'm just saying, dog, with the way that they can't hold anything on the offensive side, and a lot of the teams that they're going to play throughout the season, the Texans seem like the first team that they could probably slide one in on and be a close game.
Shit, man. Look, hey, speaking of the Texans, y'all, next game we had up. Ooh.
Hold on. Let me, because you said,
God damn it.
I'm sorry, one quick thing. Because you say, they need to put more talent around him. I would have thought maybe they did put talent around him because they got Miles Sanders. What's the white boy from Minnesota, receiver? They want to pick up DJ Shark. And they pick up some guys on defense. So I would have thought they had.
Yeah, you can pick up some guys, but see, that's what you said. Some guys.
You don't think them guys is like key pieces where they could win games?
Those guys ain't them.
You got to stack them up compared to the better players in the league. They ain't no Myles Garrett's.
No.
They ain't no AJ Browns. They need something to set them apart, but that team is in a rebuilding state. We cannot sit here. And that's why I try to push back. Bryce Young is probably my least favorite Alabama quarterback coming out. Him and Mac Jones can fight for that bottom spot. Honestly, I don't really care about them that much, but if we put everything rationally put it out on the board, that team traded away everything that they had. The last valuable asset that they had was Christian McCaffrey, and they sent him to the 49ers for some picks. This team is in straight up rebuild mode. Rebuild. Yeah. So he's going to struggle. These people that they bringing in, man, they just bringing them in to put some on the field so they can sell some tickets because they got the number 1 draft pick and people want to come and watch Bryce. They not winning nothing. They gonna be they gonna have a top 3 pick this year. And honestly, they need to go ahead and pick some defense or pick some offensive linemen. They need to figure something out because right now it ain't looking good for them. But I think they chalked this season up. They just threw him out there so he can get some experience. Kind of like they did Trevor, because they kind of getting to that point. You a top draft pick, you playing, and it is what it is. And the kids want to play, so let them play. But speaking of the Texans coming up, because Death Note brought it up, we had the Steelers versus the Texans. That boy CJ Stroud, people been sleeping. They've been sleeping.
That
and
boy
the Steelers.
Singletary.
Oh, and I told people he was the best quarterback in the draft.
Hey, look. We're gonna see. We're gonna see how it play out long term. But we had the Steelers versus Texas, y'all. Steelers lost that thing 30-6 to the Texans. Let's go down the list right now. Wally, you picked the Steelers. You got to ride with your squad. That is Wally's squad, just so y'all know. That's Wally's squad. I'm not saying that to hate, but I know he gonna pick the teams coming out of Florida. But Wally is a Steelers fan, so just so y'all know, that's his team. Rob, who did you have in that game?
I had the Steelers.
Yeah, I know that shit real. Definitely. Who'd you have in that game?
Don't lie.
You know who I picked. Didn't I pick the Texans?
No, you picked the Steelers.
Are you kidding me?
I'm not. Wally can check me out. Wally, who did he pick?
And it's back-to-back
I'm
wins.
sorry, I don't got the list.
All right, Wally ain't got his list. He picked the Steelers. I just gotta say this real quick. Rob, before you go. I picked the Texans, so I get the point on that one. All right, go ahead, Rob.
That's back-to-back wins for them, right?
Yeah, look, the boy is good.
Yeah.
A lot of people sleeping on him.
Does that make them 2-1?
They 2-2.
2-2? Okay.
CJ Stroud, as of right now, Rob, I don't want to give you this because I don't believe ultimately he could possibly be. I don't really have a dog in that fight. Be honest with you. CJ Stroud is a good quarterback. He's a good quarterback. He's on a trash team. But they actually have garnered a lot of draft picks. Like they are not like the Carolina Panthers that got 1 or 2 draft picks from trading Chris McCaffrey in one draft. Because a lot of their draft picks are spread out.
Yeah.
What the Texans got for getting rid of Deshaun Watson and D-Hop?
Yeah.
Bruh, they've been stacking that team up. That team will be good. And he doesn't have a sorry ass team around him. The biggest question on that team is their defense and the quarterback. But the quarterback, I think he's proven what he can be. He's actually in the very top 5 of passing yards out of all QBs in the league right now.
Yeah.
If you look at the stats. So it's surprising, but Texans pulled that one out. We're not going to talk about this one, y'all. It was just a very interesting game. I wish somebody else was up here so I could say, fuck Kenny Pickett. I ain't going to say it to you, Wally, but fuck Kenny Pickett for the person that they know who is for. Bro, call that man.
The Texans got the best quarterback and the best linebacker because they got the linebacker for Alabama. Like the next pick later, I think on the 3rd pick, or after they got CJ. So
they gonna be straight, man. For a couple, they gonna build up. I just don't ever see the Texans winning the Super Bowl, but with him, they might possibly pull it off. Next game up, y'all. Ooh wee.
yes.
Somebody said yes. We had the Raiders versus Chargers. Rob, who did you have in this game?
Let me see. But I think it was the Chargers. Yup, the Chargers. Yup.
All right. Look, he get a win on that one. Wally had the Chargers. Death Note had the Chargers. And I picked the Raiders. I just keep on picking these motherfuckers. And they ain't doing nothing for me. So I'm going to send this to Death Note. Matter of fact, Death Note, you're the only one getting this one. Don't give me thoughts.
Man, I ain't got nothing, dog.
All right, where he go? What?
I ain't got nothing, bro. I was disappointed. That's about it.
Yeah.
All right. You picked the Chargers, though.
I'm still disappointed and hungover off of that last game with the Steelers, but
He ain't letting it go, y'all. He ain't letting it go. I ain't even gonna hold you, man. Look. With that being said,
Raiders trash.
Look, we gonna keep on moving, man. 1-3, man. I thought, but Jimmy, I didn't really have that much faith in Jimmy, but damn, I really don't like Justin Herbert, y'all. I was trying to tell y'all.
Jimmy didn't play.
Huh?
I had to give him his flowers.
Jimmy Garoppolo didn't play.
Oh, he didn't play? See, that's why he got it. That's why he won. Yeah. I ain't watched that game.
Hey, hold on. I did pick the Chargers.
Yeah, I said you picked the Chargers.
Oh, boy.
I'm the only one that got that one wrong.
I thought you said I picked the Raiders. Boy, I was like, what?
Nah, you got the Chargers, man. I'm the only one that picked that one wrong.
Well,
everybody that ain't even here picked them.
Yeah, I got to make sure. I had to make sure I go back to my list to make sure I wasn't getting robbed.
Nah, you ain't getting robbed, man. You know what you picked. Either way, though, we going to keep moving. We ain't going to talk about that game. Next game up, we had the Cowboys versus the Patriots, y'all. Ooh. And everybody besides Wally.
Wally. Okay.
Picked the Cowboys. So Wally went out on a limb and he saw that loss last week, and I bet he thought that they was gonna keep faltering. But Yeah, I'm gonna actually let Wally get this one. Wally, give me your thoughts on this one.
I got the Cowboys, by the way.
Yeah, I know you did. I already know you did, Rob. It wasn't no question.
Yeah, I didn't think Matt Jones was gonna do this bad. Let alone, I didn't think Patriots as a whole overall team wasn't gonna be this worse. You know, as far as just being able to only score just a field goal. I mean, don't get me wrong. Yes, Cowboys defense are great. I still don't believe in Dak. Pretty much, this is just a flop. The only other thing I can say to this was the when Bill Belichick made a comment about I guess because there was some comments made about Matt Jones and he went in there and protected him. I looked at that as sort of just you like no, like you couldn't protect this at all. Like there was nothing to protect. The team did bad overall. It was just trash.
I ain't gonna hold you, Wally. I ain't gonna hold you, man. Look, it is what it is. Like, I'm not even gonna hold you. Look, we just gonna keep moving from that one. Next game up, we had the 49ers versus the Cardinals. And y'all saw the Cardinals stepped up last week and did some work. But Wally got the 49ers. Devno got the 49ers. Rob, who'd you have on this one?
49ers for sure.
49ers. All right, 49ers. All right, he got that one. And I also picked the 49ers because, yeah, the Cardinals can do that to other teams, but they weren't going to. Like, honestly, I think right now, let me ask this question. Say yay or nay, y'all. Are the 49ers the overall best team in the NFL? I say yay.
Yeah.
Yeah, right now.
Yeah.
Wally, what you think? Did Wally walk away?
I say yeah.
Okay, boom. I think we all agree, y'all. Well, I don't think. I just heard us all. We all agree the 49ers seem like the better team, the best team in the league right now. They seem kind of like fully formed, like they have every position covered that they need to cover, and they're pretty good at most of them. But so I'm not going to talk about the game. 49ers beat the Cardinals. Yeah, I think everybody saw that coming. No questions in that. Next game up, my boys. So I get the floor on this one because this was actually interesting. Matter of fact, I'm not even going to say nothing right now. I'll wait till the very end. Kansas City played the Jets, and Wally got it right. Hey, Rob, did you roll my squad?
Yeah, I got the Chiefs.
All right, yeah, you rolled my squad. Thanks, sir. All right, definitely rolled my squad, and obviously I picked my squad. I'm gonna leave the floor to y'all. Go ahead and talk shit. Y'all can.
Look, Zach.
I'm gonna take it off screen. Yeah, I'm gonna take it off screen. Go ahead.
Zach Wilson, hey, he played probably his best game I've seen. But hey, he made a major mistake with that fumble at the end, and it was just Patrick Mahomes doing Patrick Mahomes stuff. But yeah, man, look, I ain't gonna lie, man. The Jets defense is it's pretty legit. It's just sad that Aaron Rodgers is out now, because they really just back to square one now, So, but yeah, good game by the Chiefs. Good game overall.
All right. Hey, I'm going to Wally next. Because I already know definitely about to bring that hate. Wally, give me your thoughts.
What can I honestly say? Jets defense, they did a great job. They got 2 picks off of Mahomes, but at the end of the day, you know how it always goes. You got to do something with it. And, hey, look, I'm going to give it to the Jets on this one. Hey, look, they almost had it. The boy, Zach Wilson, he took blame, of course, for the game being lost because he believed that he could have won, but, he made some mistakes. What else can I say? As far as what the Chiefs did, I mean, the Chiefs, they held it in. They locked it down. They finish it off like they always supposed to. So, nothing bad overall to say. I mean, granted, I would sit here and say that you would think the Chiefs would have actually did a little bit more better overall as far as scoring wise. But that's not the case. This was pretty lower expectations than I thought. I'm pretty sure they were at least going to score 30, but not the case. This one.
All right, definitely. Go ahead and bring the hate.
Oh no, I ain't no hate. I'm just gonna say, they had 2 opportunities for the dub, but an interception and a fumble fucked that all up. Here's what I gotta say on the last part of that. I know Rob kind of said that Patrick Mahomes did Patrick Mahomes shit. Yeah, this wasn't the Patrick Mahomes shit. This is this looked terrible, dog. I ain't gonna lie. You can't tell me that this is the standard Patrick Mahomes play.
I'm talking about that last. Okay, I was really talking about that last drive they had.
Yeah, but I'm talking about the game holistically.
You can't. No, it's not his best.
Yeah, like we playing dominoes. You can't show up when a motherfucker need a nick and tomorrow you gonna start playing like you playing spades. You know what I'm saying? You can't do that, man. But nah, I think that the game overall, Patrick Mahomes didn't show up. There were some times that he, you know what I'm saying, some of his passes hit him straight in the hands and they weren't able to bring him down. So you know what I'm saying, the receptions was an issue as well. But overall, like I said, one interception, one fumble, and they would have been going home with an L. So, yeah, that's pretty much all that. There's no hate or anything like that. That's all I got on it. And actually, a lot of times, Wilson's legs saved him. His legs saved him when they were locking down receivers. His legs saved the fuck out of him.
All right.
Go ahead.
Everybody's saying everything they said. Look,
I hate these facts.
I'm sorry.
Admit, Jay, they have some problems though. Like the Chiefs have some problems, but they still good enough to make the Super Bowl. But they have some problems.
All right, now here you go. I am the residential Chiefs fan on the panel, and I keep it 100. Pat Mahomes. He reverted back to what he did a year and a half ago when he started off the season by just chucking that ball downfield. I don't know if it's the receiver and I don't know if it's him, but he gonna take the blame for it. And we almost choked that game away. We let them back into this game. This game shouldn't have been close. This game should have been just like how we beat them motherfuckers last week, but maybe 10 points added on to it. We got some things we need to fix. And mainly I'll say at the quarterback position. He is the GOAT, the greatest to ever do it. But he got to get right. Nobody's above reproach around here. Mahomes need to get right because, in my honest opinion, this was his worst game of the year. And we lost to the Lions in week 1, and it wasn't our worst game. This was his worst game of the year. Yeah, Rob, we should beat y'all. You can take that shit home to next year.
But remember you asked me, you were like, hey Rob, you have to admit the Lions are still not better than the Chiefs. As of right now,
yeah.
It's been what we played 5 games?
4 games.
4 games. The Lions are still better than the Chiefs.
No, y'all not better than us, in my honest opinion. But if you think so, look, if you think so, I'll give it to you. But I still think we're better than y'all.
Let us be the Lions. Let that be the Lions that game.
Well, here you go, man. Well, look, we can make it real simple before we get to the next game and the final game of the week. I bet you $5 Kansas City go further than the Lions.
I mean, it don't matter. I give you $5 anyway. So.
All right, here you go. No, that's extra $5. Come on. Bye. We got it. Y'all start. Have it here first. Have it here first.
I mean, we speaking on it. I mean, not just amongst the record, but just
somebody else want to get in on this bet, Wally.
Well, I'm not getting on the bet, but I'm still going to speak.
All right. So what happened? They both make the Super Bowl. The bet is off.
No, somebody got to win. Whoever goes the first.
I'm on that. I just want to let you know I've been on that shit lately, though.
Y'all got to get through the Cowboys. Y'all got to get through the 49ers. Y'all got to get through the guy.
But look, if we talking about who's the team, at least between them, who's the best? I mean, let's be honest. At this point,
now,
as far as wins and losses, and then everything else in between, you would have to give the Lions a slight edge for sure at this point. And the reason why I say that is because when you look at the games that the Chiefs have played, you say to yourself, okay, well, come on now. You look at the games like, okay, hold on. Right? They faced who? They faced the Lions. Okay, the Lions was a tough matchup. They kept it 1. But you say, okay, look at the Jaguars. Y'all only hold them at 9, but y'all didn't went past 20. Then y'all beat an easy Bears. And then even though I will sit here and say y'all did hold them down to 10 points. And then you almost, but keyword almost, lost to the Jets. I mean, but if you
give me the
compare that,
Lions games. Give me the Lions games.
all right, yeah.
Kansas City number one.
And we got J-Mo back now.
Hold on. I'm just saying, y'all played
but look,
Kansas City number one.
Yeah, beat Kansas City, but that was only 1 point up. Okay, right. Y'all lost to the Seahawks. That was only 6 point back.
Good team.
Y'all beat the Falcons, but let's be honest here. I ain't gonna lie though. Y'all should have beat the Falcons at least a little bit more, in my opinion. Because 20 points to their 6, y'all should have beat the Falcons a little bit more. That in my opinion. Now, of course, the Packers, you did extremely well on that one. So, in between all those teams, I mean, like I said, I just think that they have a slight edge.
Wally,
I believe they have a slight edge.
Wait.
No.
You can say they about the same.
I mean, they about the same, but that's why I said the Lions have a slight edge.
Give credit to Atlanta. They put us in a situation where we had a few 3-and-outs. So that's why we couldn't score that many points, And in Atlanta defense, they solid. They solid.
We can say that. But my thing is,
he showed up. So
if you guys are good, but let's be honest, if you guys are the top tier team like I say y'all better hold it down, because I ain't gonna lie. This is the one thing I've noticed about the Lions. Y'all second quarter games, like once y'all get into the second quarters, that's when y'all start to slow down.
Man,
in my opinion,
we got a lot of work to do, but we
hold that thought. I want Devin to say what he got to say, because we got to get to the last game.
Okay, my bad.
Right now, the way that things are looking, right now at 4 games in, the Lions are far better than Kansas City, and here's the reason why. First off, this is one of the things I said week 1. It's almost like Kansas City cherry picked their fucking schedule. They had the easiest games, but they had the closest games. Yeah. So the games that they won, now look at it. Any decent team that they've played, they've either almost lost or lost. And every team that they've played that has been completely trash, they won.
We only had one of those.
Yeah, 2. But nah. So here's my thing,
right?
One. What? Are you kidding me?
Okay, who's the other game? Because we just, the Bears were trash, and we knew it was gonna beat them. Who else?
The Jags.
The Jets weren't a trash team. They got a great defense. Jags. The Jags actually have a good team. The sad part, Trevor is playing like shit.
Compared to what we know, the Kansas City Chiefs was supposed to be playing like.
All right, well, here you go. I want y'all to remember that Dev No said the Jags at the time were trash, because the Jags are going to be a playoff team. No, they are going to be a playoff team.
They were trash compared to where Kansas City was.
They might be a playoff team.
I'm just saying. And then the Jets, like I said, the Jets, they barely won. After this, they got the Vikings, the Broncos. Come on, dog.
Right,
and then they got the Broncos again.
If that's the case, then you got to say the same thing. The Lions barely won.
Bro,
they won by 1 point, man. They won by 1 point, man.
Yeah, but that's the win, though.
On the Seahawks.
Focus on the loss. The loss was only by 6, but then
that was the first game of the season too, man. That was everybody's first game basically.
Yeah, besides Travis Kelce and Chris Jones.
Listen, I'm just looking at the schedules. If I had to take apples to oranges, the Lions have a more difficult
schedule. I'm fine with that. Look, once again, I am fine with that. Look, the Lions are a better team from the panel. I'm not agreeing with this. The panel is saying, as of right now, from what they've seen, the Lions are a better team. We're gonna roll with that. He got Ford Field behind him. He can have it, and everybody else can root against him. Look, when you're at the top, people got to try to bring you down.
He ain't trying to hear it.
I'm cool with it. I gotta take it. I have to take it, and I'm fine with it, y'all. Look, it is what it is, but we do have one more game that we have to go through, and then we're gonna make our Super Bowl predictions. Who we gonna have in the Super Bowl? Not the winner, but the 2 teams. And then we're going to go into the next week's game. So, y'all, look, we kind of behind the 8 ball. Next game up, we had the Seahawks versus the Giants, y'all. Ooh-wee. It's a very interesting game. Wally had Seahawks. Rob, who'd you had in that game?
Seahawks.
All right. And with that being said, everybody else had the Seahawks. Everybody else had the Seahawks.
Damn.
So,
Rob niggas.
I'm going to say this ahead of time before anybody else goes. That's what you get, NFL owners. That's what you get by putting your bet, like your biggest interest. You put your money, your 8-ball, everything behind a quarterback that literally gave you one piss poor season instead of giving it to your running back. And I know why you did it. I ain't gonna go down that road. It is what it is. But the best player on the New York Giants is Saquon. And Saquon was not there. And it showed you what you had in Daniel Jones. Now you're on the hook for 80-something million, even though you gave him a $160 million contract. It is what it is. Be happy with it. Because you're going to ride that shit out. He's not going to get you there. He's just like Justin Herbert. Don't believe in him. But I'm sorry. Everybody else can take that real quick, and then we can move on to next week.
Damn, you compare him to Justin Herbert? What?
Nah, Justin Herbert's way better than him, but Justin Herbert ain't gonna win nothing just like him.
Yeah, Daniel Jones he got them niggas, bro. You know, so had that good little stretch in the playoffs, got a playoff win, and they were like, "Oh, that's our guy." Gave him that bread. Now they looking for that refund.
Anybody else? Thoughts? Seahawks? And Gino got dragged down a little bit on the side. I don't think it was a dirty hit, though. To be honest with you, I don't think it was a dirty play. Gino was bitching about that a little bit.
Seahawks, hey, you know, and the rookie they drafted, the cornerback, you know, it's not a good game. Hey, Seahawks, man, look, they looking pretty nice.
And nobody else has any thoughts on this game. Nobody.
Nope.
That game was flat as hell.
I'm just trying.
Who got a better chance going 0-16, the Giants or the Bears?
Huh?
Both.
The Bears.
We might have 3 0-16 teams. Shit, you never know.
Mm-hmm. The Giants are definitely better than the Bears.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
All right, well, here you go. We can do this real quick for the people that's on the panel, y'all. We had to calculate and we had to do the numbers. We had the people sitting in the laboratory all weekend long to figure out what it was gonna be. And coming in last place for the week is Wally with 9 correct picks.
I thought I was last place.
I had a pretty good week, I think.
Next up, coming in.
Recount your picks.
All right, Wally, how many you had?
I had 10.
Yeah, 10. Which one did I miss? You picked the Lions.
I got the Lions for the dub, Broncos for the dub, Rams for the dub.
My bad, Wally. Broncos. I got you. Wally had 10. Tied for last place. With 10 is Wally and Death Note.
Whoa.
All right.
Come on.
And we just gonna skip everybody else that's not here right now. Tied for first place is Rob and me with 12 picks. All right.
Oh, we tied up again.
Nah, I think you still one ahead of me right now. I had to check the board.
Where I'm at.
I gotta check I gotta update the board. I ain't updated the board. I'll update it while we I won't. I'll update it before next show. But definitely I think you still ahead by 1 pick. I think you still ahead. I think you was up by 3. Look, y'all. We got next week coming up. So we gotta flip the script, we gotta rotate over to the next page. Or pretty much that's what I got to do because I'm over here flipping paper. I keep all the shits written down, unlike some people. But either way, though, we got to pick for next week. And for the folks that ain't here, they ain't here. Some people are trying to send me in their picks as we speak. And we'll get to that when we get to that, which will be after this goddamn show. Let's see. Let's get to it, y'all. Let's get to it, man. Let's see what we got, man. Let's see if we can pick these right, man. First game up, we got the Bears versus Commanders, man. Wally, you on the board. Who you got?
You gotta think about it.
Oh, my mute. I was muted. Commanders.
Commanders. All right. Wally with Commanders. All right. Next up, Rob, who you got?
Oh, the Commanders.
All right. Devno, who you got?
I got the red Commanders.
All right. About to say Redskins. And I have the Bears.
They about to put some mambo sauce on the Bears.
All right. Next game up, we got the Jags versus the Bills. Wally, who you got?
Bills.
All right. All right. Next up, Rob, who you got?
Got the Bills.
All right. Devno, who you got?
That was the Bills, y'all.
All right. We all rolling with the Bills because I got them too. Next game up, we got the Texans versus the Falcons. Wally, who you got?
Texans.
All right. Rob, who you got?
Ugh. You know what? I'm gonna say the Falcons.
Falcons. All right. Devno, who you got?
They coming to Atlanta, so I'm gonna go with the Texans.
You saying they gonna lose at home?
Listen, here in Atlanta, they have a place called Houston. It's spelled like Houston. They so dumb that there's no way they're gonna let Houston come here and not represent. So, plus I believe in Stroud, CJ.
All right. Well, guess what? I'm right along with you. I got the Texans also. Next game up, Lions versus the Panthers. Wally, who you got?
Lions.
All right. Rob, should I ask?
You got the Panthers.
Got the Lions. Let's go.
All right, Dev, know who you got.
Hey, I said it week one. I'm riding with the Lions.
All right. Keep it moving. I obviously got the Lions also. Next game up, Titans versus the Colts. Wally, who you got?
Colts.
Colts, all right. Rob, who you got?
I got the Titans.
You got the Titans? All right. Dev, no, who you got?
Everything in me is telling me to pick the damn Titans. I'm gonna go ahead and Wally picked the Colts. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead with Titans.
Damn. I was hoping we had some dissent, man. I could win back on that. I got the Titans.
Everything told me to pick the damn Colts for some reason.
Well, guess what? Y'all will have the opportunity to make a switch. Because I picked Titans also on that one. Next game up, we got the Giants versus Dolphins. Wally, who you got?
Dolphins.
All right. Rob, who you got?
Dolphins by 40.
All right. Devno, who you got?
Dolphins, but it ain't gonna be by 40.
All right. And I am picking the Giants. Next game up.
Wow, you said the Giants?
We're gonna find out. Next game up. Huh?
Okay. In Miami. Okay.
I'm just saying, man. Next game up, we got the Saints versus the Patriots. Wally, who you got? Matter of fact, we're gonna switch it up. Since I've been going to you for the first ones. I'll go this way. I'm gonna pick the Patriots for this one. All right, Devno, who you got?
I got the Pats.
All right, got a Pats on the board. All right, Rob, who you got?
Yeah, I don't believe in the Saints. So yeah, the Patriots.
All right, Wally, look, Rob called them the Aints. All right, and Wally, who you got?
Pats.
All right, we got a clean sweep, man. We might all get disappointed because that's one of them games that could possibly go the other way.
Hell yeah, but I don't believe in Vegas.
Oh, this is gonna be fun right here. We got the Ravens versus Steelers. I will start this one off again, and I will pick the Ravens. And I ain't gonna lie, this is a toss-up at 2 in my honest opinion. But definitely, go on, hit me with it. Who you got?
Shit, me a toss up. Shit, we're gonna go to Pittsburgh and stomp on them Dookie towels. Yo, we're going with the Ravens.
All right, I'm just being honest with you, man. We said earlier, y'all a little iffy, but I ain't gonna knock it because I picked you too. Rob, who you got?
Yeah, I got the Ravens.
All right, and Wally.
We'll have a long day, but I still go with the Steelers.
All right, Pitt on the board, baby.
Man, say that shit with confidence. Then we can say you're gonna stump them niggas.
No, I mean, let's be honest here.
Roll your towel up,
man. Man, look, Pinkett's not. I don't think so. Pinkett's playing because that freaking knee of his, and personally, if he's injured with that knee, he need to sit his behind down. So put the other guys in. Let's see what happens for the time being. So it's one of those games. For right now, it's one of those games we can throw away because why? Because Bengals right now are in the dirt seat right now. So yeah, we can throw this one over.
They can sleep by. You right about it. You can sleep by. Next game up, we got the Eagles versus the Rams. I will start this one off.
Mm-hmm. Think Stafford.
Don't pick them.
I'm picking the Eagles.
I know. For somebody who don't believe in them, you sure do pick them a lot.
And look, hold up. I actually shut up while you over there smacking. Give me your pick, Death Note, because you up next.
I'm going with the Eagles.
Rob, who you got?
Ooh, I want to pick the Rams so bad.
I think the Rams could upset them, man. I ain't gonna bullshit.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm picking the Rams. You know, I'm picking the Rams.
Right, Rams on the board. And Wally, who you got?
This definitely could be a sleeper game, but I'm going with the Eagles.
All right, it could be a sleeper game, man. I think it's on the list. All right, remember we all get picks, we all get switches. Next up, Wally, you starting it off. We have the Bengals versus the Cardinals. Who you got?
I'll probably die on this hill, but I'm gonna go with the Bengals.
All right. Rob, is on you.
Damn. I got Arizona. I got Arizona.
Going with the Cards.
Fuck, man. This is gonna be a bad week. I feel it.
I never know who you got.
Hey, for my bet with Wally, I need the Bengals to win this, but unfortunately I got to go with the Cardinals.
All right, going with the Cards. All right, and I am picking the Bengals. All right, next game up, we have the Jets versus the Broncos. Wally, who you got?
Wow,
Russell Wilson.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Broncos, even though the Jets might actually win this, though.
All right, Rob, who you got?
You know what? If goddamn Justin Fields could throw damn near 400 yards,
Broncos versus the Jets.
you know what I'm saying? If Justin Fields have a field day,
He play for the Browns.
Who?
Broncos, Jets, Russell Wilson, Zach Wilson.
I know. I'm saying.
I'm making a comparison.
Oh, my bad. Okay, I'm sorry.
I'm saying if Justin Fields can have a field day on the Broncos defense, I think Zach Wilson can. Shit. So I'm gonna go with the Jets.
Jets on the board. Dev, no, who you got?
Shoot, I ain't even got to think that long. We're gonna be high flying with the Jets, player.
All right, Jets on the board for Dev. No, and I am picking Denver. I don't like picking Russell Wilson, but it is what it is.
I'm so glad because every single time you picked Denver the last 2 years, you only won once. So I'm good.
Hey, look, man. Surprise. Look, it's going to be like that. Never mind. We ain't even going to go into that. Next game up, we got the Chiefs versus the Vikings. I obviously have to take KC. So, definitely you're up next.
At Minnesota, though.
Man, look. This fucking schedule for the Kansas City Chiefs, man.
That's a hard matchup right there.
Man, fuck out of here. I'm going with the Chiefs.
Man, you know that's a hard matchup, man.
Man, what's hard about it?
We could possibly lose this game. That's what's hard about it.
Okay.
And look, I said it, and I'm the Chiefs fan, y'all. Hey, Rob, who you got?
Mm-mm-mm. I think the Chiefs gonna win this game.
So you going with KC?
Yep.
All right, and then Wally. Don't be at the center.
Yeah, I'm gonna go down that hill. I'm gonna go with the Vikings on this one.
And look, even if they put Travis Kelce as the quarterback, they'll still win by 3.
He can throw the ball. Y'all ain't seen it. Let's keep rocking, man. I ain't gonna hold it. I ain't gonna linger on that game. This is the game. The game of the
Defense
week.
decided that game right there for that. I'm telling you right
The
now.
game of the week. Right here, y'all. We finally got it. Cowboys versus 49ers. Look, I'm just gonna tell y'all right now, I'm taking the Cowboys.
Damn.
Just throwing it out there. I'm lying, nigga. I'm taking the 49ers.
No, you already said it. So
I
that's
think,
just good.
I was fucking with y'all. I just wanted to see if I was gonna get some. What the fuck? I'm taking the 49ers, y'all. Taking the 49ers. But Devno, you up? Who you got?
Man, you know I'm taking the 49ers. It's
All
a
right.
Mavericks team, but I ain't going with it. They playing in Cali, player.
Ooh, Cali. All right, Rob, who you got?
Yeah, I got them Niners.
You got them Niners. All right, and Wally, finish it out. Who you got?
Niners.
All right, so we getting a Niners clean sweep. It's gonna be so funny. Like, I ain't gonna lie though, the Cowboys are that team that just be so fluky. They could be fluky either way. But I believe the 49ers should win this one.
Hey,
Next game up.
49ers gonna do it, bro. They got Joe Montana. I mean, they got all kinds of people over there, man.
People coming back from the grave to play for these motherfuckers.
I was trying to see who gonna catch that. Jerry Rice, Joe Montana. You know what I'm saying?
They suiting up, baby. Look, y'all. And the sad part, you know, that would like blow ratings out of the board. Like let's say Jerry Rice gonna suit up and run wide receiver. Everybody gonna watch that game, and they gonna be watching just to see him get hurt.
Hey, he gonna run the slot. They gonna bring back
He gonna get
Deion.
destroyed. Oh my god! Look, y'all.
Deion Sanders.
Oh my bad. Go ahead. Oh.
I said they also gonna bring back Deion Sanders and Terrell Owens. You know Terrell Owens still running 4.5.
Yeah.
So.
Hey T.O. Hey, look, T.O. will probably be the best one to come back. T.O. still got a little bit of something. But look, man, next game up. This is iffy right here, y'all. Wally, you starting it off. We got the Packers versus the Raiders. Who you got, Wally?
Packers.
Packers on the board. He said that shit with confidence. All right. Rob, who you got? Packers or Raiders?
I got the Packers.
All right, Pack on the board. All right, next up, Dev Note, who you got?
Hey man, I'm all about that cheese, dog.
All right, Packers on the board. And the sad part is just because I don't want to fucking have to drop a point, I'm picking the Packers because I can't really make a pick between it. The Raiders been fucking me up. I didn't even know Jimmy didn't play last week because I didn't even watch his game. All right. And these are the teams that have a bye week. We have the Browns, the Chargers, Seahawks, and Buccaneers. But the question on the board, y'all, matter of fact, we got to go through our repicks. I got to go through and make sure ain't nobody want to switch. So let's start from the top and we can work our way down. Real quick. Somebody watching the game on replay. Bears, Commanders. Anybody want to switch? All right. Jags, Bills. Anybody want to switch? All right. Keep it moving. Falcons, Texans.
I want to switch.
On which one?
Falcons. I want to pick
Falcons, Texans. All right. You want to go to the Texans?
Yeah.
All right. Texans on the board for Rob. All right. Next game up, Lions, Panthers. Anybody want to switch? Fucking with you, Rob. Fucking with you, Rob. I can't believe it.
Yeah, it's your loss. Shit.
All right, next up, we got the Colts versus the Texans. Anybody want to switch?
I got
All
the
right.
Texans, right?
Definitely, yeah, you got the Texans.
I mean, not the Texans, the Titans.
You got the Titans. You have the Titans. I'm sorry.
I got Titans too, right?
Yeah, but Rob, you out of the switching game.
Yeah.
You ain't cashed out already. All right, no switching. All right, Dolphins versus Giants. Anybody want to switch? All right. Saints versus Patriots. Anybody want to switch? All right. Ravens Steelers. Anybody want to switch? I'm switching on this one. Death Note, don't get mad at me.
You're fine. Do your thing, player.
Picking the Steelers.
Steelers. Black and yellow, black and yellow.
All right. Next game up. And this is one I should have switched on, but I just got a feeling. Eagles Rams. Anybody want to switch? All right. Bengals Cardinals. Anybody want to switch?
Hey, I'm going.
I know it's tough, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. There's a lot of them I wanted to possibly switch on. A lot of iffy games.
Fuck that shit. This week I'm standing 10 toes down. I ain't got no switches for you.
Are you sure? Okay. Jets Broncos. Anybody want to switch? Chiefs Vikings. Anybody want to switch?
I should have switched this one.
Which one did you pick? Oh, you're a hater, super hater. All right. Cowboys 49ers. Anybody want to switch?
Cowboys.
Hey man, that's America's team.
All right. Packers Raiders. Anybody want to switch? And that's it. That's it, y'all. Look, hey, look. Wally stayed 10 toes on his picks. Death No stayed 10 toes. Me and Rob, you know, we had second thoughts. Had second thoughts on some of these. Let's go. We're gonna see if that hurts us or it benefits us. But I do have a question for the gentleman on the panel. Let's get that shit off screen right now. Question for the gentleman on the panel. As of right now, we have been 4 games into the season, y'all. 4 games. 4. How 4 of these? And as of right now, I'm not gonna give y'all the count. Y'all get the count next week. But Death Note is ahead as far as y'all know it right now. But I want to know from all the games that y'all have seen, all the games that we have watched, I need 2 teams that's going to meet in the Super Bowl. I need to go around the list right now. Now, I will say this right now, and I'll give y'all mine, and y'all can just run and do whatever y'all want to do with it. 49ers coming out of the NFC.
And Kansas City coming out of AFC.
You'll be surprised. I'm not biased.
I mean, yeah. This is probably the first week ever.
Kansas City coming out of the AFC, y'all. We already know what it is. Go Mahomes. I believe we'll figure it out. But if I really had to be honest with y'all, look, we got some work we got to do over there. So, give me your team, Rob. Then we're going to go to Death Note. Then we're going to go to Wally because I got to take a piss. So y'all work it out real quick. Like, let me know what y'all got.
Hold on. Before Rob go, Jay, if the Kansas City Chiefs don't figure it out, who you guys your second as your backup?
I'll tell you when I come back.
This motherfucker. Go ahead, Rob.
All right. So look, I'm going to say I'm going to got the Lions. I'm going to have to pick the Lions. It is what it is. I'm not the NFC. Now, if I had like a backup team, I would say the Niners. But I'm going to say the Lions. AFC, I'm going to say Miami. Miami versus the Lions. That'd be a nice Super Bowl.
All right. Who's your backup if the Dolphins don't make it?
Backup.
I don't say the Bills.
I would like to see the Bills. I mean, you could say Kansas City as well, but yeah, I would say maybe the Bills.
Okay, what you got, Wally?
If we talking about AFC, I got Dolphins. If we had to pick a backup team on that, looking across the board, if this team's healthy and everything keeps going the way it keeps going, I could see the Ravens. If we're talking about NFC, then 49ers. I'm going with 49ers. Backup right now, Eagles.
Ravens are good one.
Yeah. So
And honestly, I feel like it's going to be the Lions' tougher matchup. Just the Ravens.
If you want me to tell you the truth, y'all, let no bullshit. Out of the AFC, I don't believe Kansas City has any competition outside of the Bills.
So no Miami.
The Bills. As of right now, I think they, with the game that they just played against Miami, it's the Bills. The Bengals are not going to be there unless something miraculously happens and they can come in second place in their division. And they can win the AFC North or come in second in the AFC North and then make some rumbles in the wild card. But that's all depending on what Cincinnati is going to do with Joe Burrow. And I believe they're going to rest. They're not going to rest him. He's going to fuck himself up. So I'm not really worried about them right now. Honestly, my only focus is the Buffalo Bills right now for Kansas City. So if I had to pick anybody else outside of Kansas City to represent the AFC, it's going to be the Bills. But when it comes to the NFC, it's the 49ers. And I'll die on that hill if they don't.
Cool.
I would love it for Rob if the Lions pulled it out. I like no bullshit. I'll talk shit to you, but I would like it. I would like it to see like that. Like, think about how good of a turnaround that is for organization. It's kind of like how the Suns were in the NBA.
Yeah, man. You know, if the Lions win the Super Bowl, nigga, that's gonna be one hell of a summer. I'll tell you that.
If the Lions win the Super Bowl, I'll come back to Detroit.
If the Lions come to the Super Bowl, man, we have to play in something, and we all meet up at the beach and do a video.
Yeah, I know I'm at the parade for sure. I might.
So for the NFC, I got my top three in this order is.
No, I don't need no top three. I need you to pick right now because the sad part, this is just way too early predictions.
Yeah, that's why I said right now, if you want to know who I want it on NFC, it's going to be the 49ers. As a backup, it'll be the Eagles, then the Lions. And then the AFC, I got the Ravens taking it. And as a backup, I got the Bills, then the Dolphins.
I ain't gonna be mad at it because I already think you know that Ravens pick is a little iffy.
I hear you.
No, you know, we can actually speak on this, y'all, because I sped it up a good little bit, so we had some time. The Ravens do look iffy. Do they or do they not?
They look iffy, especially with the injuries that they have. But one of the things that they did in the offseason is they tried to build depth. But another thing that I'm seeing is with the new scheme, offensive scheme, they seem to be getting better week over week. And if they continue this progress, then I think that they're shooing to go to the Super Bowl, not win it, but go to the Super Bowl. If they have a meltdown, then maybe not so much. But if they continue the same progress that we've been seeing overall, where week to week they've been getting better at handling the defense that are shown, the defenses that are shown to them, then yeah, I think that they have a shot to go all the way to the Super Bowl. If they don't keep that same progress, then not so much.
I'm still tripping over how they said, how do y'all get that Kansas City has a better schedule than the Ravens?
You stuck on that?
From what we've seen so far right now.
Nobody said the Ravens. We said the Lions.
No, I'm just saying, like you said, we had a cupcake season. Like you said, we had the weakest seat, like the weakest schedule in the NFL. I'm like, I'm looking at the Ravens schedule right now, and I'm like, and I'm not gonna hold that Colts loss against y'all because we lost to the Colts last year. The Colts seem to get up for every team defensively wise. But I'm like, you played the Texans, played the Bengals, played the Colts, and played Cleveland.
I mean, let's be honest here. The only other team that you guys have that's in your schedule that is literally going to be some decent matchups, it's literally going to be 3 teams. After that, everything else is a cakewalk. I mean, it could be 4 if the Bengals get it together, but other than that, it's going to really just be 3.
I'm
The
looking
Bengals
at the
ain't
Lions schedules. The Lions seem to have a better schedule right now. They played Kansas City, they played Seattle, so that's 2 winning teams. And I think Green Bay is a sleeper. But they played Atlanta too. I don't think Atlanta's gonna do nothing. Let's see. That's a decent schedule. Let's go KC schedule. I'm just looking at them randomly right now. We played Detroit. We played Jacksonville. That's 2 playoff teams. Chicago, no. New York was supposed to be a playoff team, but they ain't gonna. I don't know if they're gonna get there. So that's 2 teams that are legit. We got some, man. Look, we gotta play Buffalo. We gotta play, man. Look, man. We got Miami. We got LA, Minnesota, man. How's our schedule weak? I'm trying to figure it out. I'm trying to figure it out. How's Kansas City schedule weak? We got LA as the last game in the week. The Chargers. We got Cincinnati the week before that. We got the Raiders before that, and we can say the Raiders are trash. We got New England, Buffalo, Green Bay, Raiders again. We got Philly, week 11. We got Miami, week 9. How is this week? How do they keep? How is this a week schedule?
Let's be honest. If you really look at your own division, right, at the AFC West, I mean, let's be honest. One, you don't get 2 rat sets for the Chargers because of the quarterback. Let's be honest.
Hold on, y'all like Justin Herbert.
He's lying out your ass. But
y'all like Justin Herbert. I said good.
I said you though. So again, you literally got freaking Chargers, you got the Raiders, and you got the Broncos. I mean, that's not really a division you have to really worry about like that. And again, so other than that, going back to the
I'm talking about the schedule, Wally, not the division.
I mean,
the schedule.
Even the way, they're still part. The division is still part of the schedule. And that's just easy.
I get that, but we're talking about the whole schedule, though. Don't just focus on the division.
And that's why I said you have at least 3 teams at best.
They got 5. They got 5 games where it's iffy. That, you know what I'm saying, it'd probably be tough for you guys. Everything else you could see as a win.
We could lose to Minnesota. We could lose to Los Angeles. We could lose to the Chargers. We could lose to Miami. We could lose to Philly. We could lose to Buffalo. Hold on, let me count them again. Because we already lost to Detroit, and that was an iffy game. Jacksonville was an iffy game too.
It was not.
Okay, I'll take Jacksonville off. If Aaron Rodgers would have been there, would you have counted the Jets as an iffy game?
Yes.
Yeah, we can count that.
Okay, that's 2. Minnesota.
No.
Anybody else?
Last year, the defense was better. If they had the same defense as they had last year, Minnesota would have been a contender.
Minnesota beat the Bills last year.
Last year, they had a different defense.
Okay, I'm just saying, but would it have been an iffy game? Is it an iffy game? Because it's the game that's coming up this week. We play Minnesota this week. Are you 100% sure that Kansas City going to win this game? Because I'm not.
It's upon the work that they've done so far.
I'm not 100% sure Kansas City will win this game.
I feel like, it could go either way. You know, you got to think Minnesota is at home. I mean, it ain't like the Chiefs' defense ain't that damn good. So that's
3.
So they got Justin Jefferson still. I mean, the defense is okay.
So that's 3.
Yeah,
right.
Playoffs.
Okay, that's an iffy game. All right. We got the Chargers. Is that an iffy game?
You missed the Broncos.
I ain't counting the Broncos.
Hey, Rob, real quick. The Vikings are literally 0-2 at home. So yeah.
I'm just still saying. Is the Chargers? We already passed that. Chargers, are they an iffy game? Could Kansas City lose?
No.
Anybody else? That's for Rob and Wally. Can Kansas City lose to the Chargers? Yes or no?
Could they? Yeah, that's with any team. But will they?
They own the Chargers.
Shit me.
All right. Okay. So that's a no. We got Denver again. Miami versus Kansas City.
Miami.
Possible L.
All right, so that's another one. That's 4.
Yep.
All right. Philadelphia after that.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's a possible.
All right, that's 5. All right. Las Vegas.
No.
That's a dub for Kansas City.
All right. Green Bay.
Dub for Kansas City.
Possibility.
Buffalo.
Buffalo, close game. Buffalo could take that.
That's 6.
Yeah, but like
That's
I said,
6.
you're counting one game extra on top of it. Because remember the Jets. Hold on, now I didn't count the Jets when I was counting out 5. I didn't count the Jets because first off, when they first got Aaron Rodgers, I still didn't believe in the Jets because we hadn't seen them play together.
Hey, but
So-
guess what? We ain't done though. We just halfway through the season. That's 11.
Yeah, but
You
if you go through the rest of them, the Patriots, we already said that's a L for the Patriots. With the Raiders, that's an L for the Raiders. The Bengals, especially now with what's going on with Joe Burrow, they're not going to sit him.
But you
That's
wasn't
another
gonna count that ahead of time. Wait, we going off of what we know right now. If you
Okay,
had
so-
to pick
so
their
we can go
schedule
6.
from the beginning of the
We can go
season,
6.
you
We can go 6 for me. 7 for you, 6 for me.
well, we're already at 6 right now for me, like for you. But they still gotta play New
we're at
England.
6. If we finish the entire season, it's 6 for me because now I'm counting the Jets, right? But initially, I didn't count the Jets this year because again, it was unproven. They were an unproven team. They hadn't worked together or played together.
So you didn't count the Jets, and then we're taking away Cincinnati. So 6. I get it.
No. Cincinnati was counted as well. So when we counted through,
Yeah, but you taking them away, they kind of subtract each other. They kind of cancel each
no,
other out.
I had 5 initially. If we count the Jets, that makes it 6 for me. You're at 6 right now. When we count Cincinnati, it makes it 7 for you, 6 for me.
Kansas City schedule ain't that weak. That's my point.
What I'm saying is that it's weak for the caliber of team that you say that they're supposed to be. Rob has an uphill battle for the most part compared to
With the Lions?
compared to the Kansas City Chiefs.
Are you talking about just the outlook of their team?
Yeah,
We are coming off a Super Bowl, so I give you that. But the Lions, if anybody looks at it like, if I look at the Lions schedule against Kansas City, I already said that was iffy. I picked my boys, but I said that was iffy, right? Seattle, I picked y'all. Actually, I don't think I did. I think I picked Seattle. Atlanta, I picked y'all. Green Bay, I picked y'all. Carolina, I'm gonna pick you. Tampa Bay, that's gonna be an iffy game for y'all. Baltimore, I'm probably, depending on how Baltimore plays next week, I will pick y'all. Las Vegas, I'm gonna pick y'all. Chargers, I really want to pick y'all. I really want to pick y'all. I really do. Chicago, I'm definitely picking you. Green Bay, definitely picking you. New Orleans, definitely picking you. Chicago, definitely picking you. Denver, definitely picking you. Minnesota, I'm gonna pick you.
Damn.
Dallas, that's gonna be iffy.
We're gonna be in a nice little
Hold
street.
on. So you think that you're definitely picking the Lions versus Minnesota, but you're on the fence about the Minnesota and Kansas City? That makes
You know,
Yeah,
they ain't
yeah.
that good.
I'll tell you exactly why. The Lions don't play people straight up. They do trickery shit all the fucking time, and I bet money they'll catch Minnesota slipping. Kirk Cousins is a great quarterback through 3 quarters.
What you mean?
But
we
if the offense is not ready, the defense is not ready, the special teams is not ready for the shit that the Lions might do, hell yeah, I can see them getting
Wait a
2
minute.
of them and
Wait a
taking the game over.
you said we don't like to play.
Rob catching what you saying.
No, I said it. Y'all play trickery. Y'all did it to us. Y'all will kick an onside kick. You will do a fake punt. You go it on 4th and 16.
We haven't done that since Seattle because it didn't work out for us. We're doing
Did
that.
y'all not do a fake punt against Kansas City week 1?
Yeah, but we played what, 4 games?
I know, but I'm just saying though, y'all are known for pulling out some trickery and for other teams looking at y'all because there's a reputation about all teams where they've been set at. Like if somebody plays the Bears, they're gonna go into that game thinking that the Bears are not good. And if the Bears bring out all the stops, they could get their ass beat. That's why the Colts just beat and why the Colts beat Kansas City last year. Because they went into that game thinking that, we're just gonna whoop this team. And then this team come with all the goddamn fight. The Lions still get that look from everybody else. Like they're not that team.
Oh, my bad. No, how we don't play straight up though? Like,
Y'all pull out all the stops to win. I'm not saying y'all cheating, but y'all use every advantage y'all can to win games.
This somebody who does dance and pure ways and all that stuff at the line of scrimmage. This is coming from this guy.
Exactly. They're doing fucking ring around the rosy and shit.
Hold up.
What the?
That is motion. That is not. We're lined up. Hold on. Think about this. We're doing all that shit, if you want to call it, because we don't do it that much. But let's say we're doing all of that. You know we're still passing the ball. It's probably like on 2nd and fucking 5 or 2nd and 7 or something. It's not 4th and 15, and we're lined up in punt formation, and we're going for it. That's what the Lions do. And I'm not knocking them for doing it because they catch a lot of teams sleeping. They caught us sleeping on it. But that's why I say Minnesota. Minnesota's already a fuck up team anyways, but it can show up on any game. Kind of like the Cowboys. I don't believe in them, but you got to take them. You got to take them serious because they can do some shit. The Lions actually take serious. That's why I kept telling Rob when we had that conversation week 1. Like, it's going to be a fight. It's going to be a fight. And look what it came down to. 1 point. But I'm not sleeping on Minnesota. That's a good squad. I believe the Lions going to whoop their ass because the Lions will do the same thing they do. They rely. You already know what Minnesota goes down to. Their last resort option is Kirk Cousins deep ball the goddamn Justin Jefferson. We know what it is. The Lions are going to do so much trickery between that game that I believe they're going to win it.
Especially when J-Mo coming back.
I'm just saying, like, the Lions have their Lions schedule is easier than what we had, in my honest opinion. You got Chicago twice. New Orleans. Man, don't make me go to your Ravens. Don't make me go to your Ravens. You know y'all got an easy schedule.
Sure thing, bud.
You don't think y'all got an easy schedule?
Sure thing, bud.
Here you go. Let's look at the Ravens schedule, man. He made me click on it.
Man, Odell supposed to come back. Like, what the hell is going on with him?
I ain't gonna say it ain't season. All right, let's see this shit. And this is looking at the season before what we know right now. They had Houston. That was a dub. Cincinnati, that was supposed to be a big game. But we know what Cincinnati is, but that was a dub. We still gonna put that on the iffy. And then the Colts, no problem. Cleveland, no problem. Pittsburgh, no problem. Tennessee, no problem. Detroit, on the list.
Cleveland was supposed to be a problem, but Deshaun Watson didn't show.
Okay, 3. They got 3 right now. You got Detroit. They already on the list. Arizona, no problem. Seattle.
That's gonna be a problem.
All right. Cleveland again. We want to add them another time?
Nope. The Browns were scheduled to be 50% against us.
Pretty much your schedule looking is what they predicted off of last year. Y'all good right now, man. Y'all problem's gonna be San Francisco and Miami.
The Bengals was actually predicted to beat us after the
Browns.
They
were. I agree with that. Y'all biggest problem.
Go ahead.
No, you got it.
I was gonna say, going through, the Chargers game was supposed to be predicted for the Ravens to lose. That ain't gonna happen, but that's what they predicted. Obviously, we got the bye week coming out of the bye. The Rams, we were predicted to lose that one because of the defense was gonna hold. The Jaguars, we were going to take the dub. The 49ers were going to take an L. The Dolphins was supposed to be an L, and the Steelers was supposed to be a dub. They literally had the Ravens winning, I think it was 10 games or 9 games this season.
Enough to make the playoffs.
Yeah, wild card.
And look, man, a lot of teams made the wild card. There's only, 2 teams in each division?
Listen, you know who got an uphill battle? And Wally, I'm gonna give you props right now. I think that I might end up having to pay out on the bet because of the Bengals, because y'all gonna be battling for last place. But yeah, I mean, I already predicted.
What y'all bet?
Oh, I bet that that Steelers was gonna be last in the division.
Oh man, you still got hope.
I know they trash.
Damn, I ain't trying to say that to be mean to Wally, but like, look, Roe a Steelers fan too, and I don't believe in the Steelers. Not right now.
Yep, the Steelers, aka Basuda.
They gotta get that quarterback.
I think they still searching, but look, man. Besides that, look, man, we ain't grinded, we ain't did it up, we ain't came through here, and we ain't put our picks out, and we gave like, and I want to speed them up like this so we can actually have these discussions at the back end of these sports shows. But I want to go through everybody real quick. Wally, give me your final thoughts on the show. Talk shit back real quick, like just don't make it too inflammatory if you have to. And we're gonna get the fuck up out of here. We're gonna go through everybody. Wally, go ahead. You got the floor.
As far as the show goes, you know how it always goes. Hopefully, next week's picks are, the picks that sealed me in. Other than that, as far as between me and Defno's bet, I'll say this, man. The only real clincher is this. The only thing that would be the worst thing for your bet is that the Browns end up getting injured. That's the only thing. If the Browns get injured, if the Brown teams get any more injured, that's gonna be the worst thing for your bet.
I ain't gonna lie though, Devno, that was a hard bet to take. I ain't gonna lie. You made a bet that they were literally coming in last place.
And this is the sad part. He on his end, he double up. So if he lose, he paid me double. If I lose, I pay him single.
Yep. That's how sure it was. And that's how sure I'm still.
That man got some faith in that one, because I ain't gonna lie. That division, look, I ain't gonna bullshit. I do expect Deshaun them to get on pack. And Deshaun made a decision, just throwing that out for everybody. Deshaun chose not to play. The doctors cleared him to play. He said he didn't feel right to play. He didn't play. I wish Joe Burrow would get a little bit of that in him. Look, dude, you just got paid a massive contract. Stop going out there risking your career unless you just thinking in your mind, well, I already got the money. Deshaun said, nah, fuck that. I don't feel good. I don't feel right. I'm not playing. So I'm ready to see how y'all shit play out. Next up, Def Note, going to you.
Yeah, man. My name says it all. It's been a wonderful show so far. We're gonna get this whole thing popping, you know what I'm saying? I can't wait till we, get to the playoffs and all that good stuff. But in the meantime, we're gonna do our thing. We're gonna grind it out week in, week out, you know what I'm saying? And that's all I got, man. Shit, I'm gonna hand it back over to you, boy.
Chill. Hey, look, man, Rob, I need your thoughts, sir.
Oh yeah, man. Let's go Lions, King of the North. You know what I'm saying? We ain't coming no more. Pause. We here. So
you pulling that Dion shit, huh?
Yeah, we here. You know what I'm saying?
You got Louis in the bag.
Welcome back, JMO. NFL changed their gambling policy. So my boy's back. Hey man, we dealing with some injuries, but my guys are stepping up. Hey, it's a good time to be a Detroit fan. I'll tell you that. Basketball season is coming too. So, but yeah, check me out, Sports Talk with Rob. Motivation Heart. Follow me on Instagram. Thankful_Robert. Yeah, we're gonna keep working, man.
Y'all heard everybody. You heard the picks. You heard the conversation in between, man. Look, I'm ready for next week. Like every time we do one of these shows, y'all, I'll be honest with y'all, I'm ready for the next week. I'm just ready for next week to see how it all play out. Like Sundays, I normally don't tune into the games, but I literally peek in from time to time now just to see how these teams are playing, just to see how these picks shaping out, and it's fun. It's fun. So, with all that being said, man, let's go Chiefs, all that. And we gonna catch y'all again in the next one, man. We're gonna catch y'all next week. We're gonna rock out, we're gonna do it up. And in the back chat, we're gonna talk about Jimmy Butler coming up to press conference days or whatever that shit is with his golf look. But we're gonna catch y'all next one as always, man. Peace.